So who are the most clutch players in basketball at every position? If I had to say, all right, most clutch point guard in the NBA, go.
Oh, most clutch point guard.
Be a sports guy. Be a sports guy.
There's a part of me. Let's get some vibes underneath this year, because there's trivia. There's a lot of things happening right now. Just vibes. I think.
not those vibes.
Ruben's body's already hit the floor. We don't need any more bodies on the floor.
Lay off Ruben. It's enough of the Ruben. We'll get back to Ruben later.
All right. There's a part of me that wants to say Chris Paul because I know what the Phoenix Suns, but also, like, can you really say that about Chris Paul for the entire duration of his career?
You can.
Okay, because he made it to a finals one time, and it was last year.
That's okay. It doesn't mean that he's not a clutch player overall in his
But there's been like
history.
tight games and playoffs where like Chris Paul's like fumbling the bag a little bit.
Sure, but he's number one on this list right now for clutch point guards.
Okay.
Just for point guards.
Okay.
It's breaking down by position. John Morant comes in at number 2. And a guy who we don't talk about a lot is Reggie Jackson of the Clippers, who's having a hell of a year. He comes in ranked number 3.
Okay, what are the
There is no criteria listed.
Okay, beautiful.
All right, don't ask damn questions.
Well, I mean, I think that's a good question to ask.
It's
in
a
this
terrible
scenario.
question.
Okay, thank you.
All right, enough with the questions.
I thought I came in here with the question of the day.
You did. Now, they leaned on last 5 within 5 minutes of a game. Okay, so it's basically the last
like
5
field
minutes
goal
of the
percentage,
game, buzzer beaters, that kind of situation. Yes.
Okay.
What do you think about shooting guards? This is kind of like a cheat code. I think
it's going to be Devin Booker.
Yes.
Yeah.
How annoying is it that they're both on the same bleeping team?
Well, Chris Paul's injured, and maybe that'll stay that way.
Number 2 though is Desmond Bane of the Memphis Grizzlies.
Really?
Yes. Bane's the only player to shoot 47% or better from deep on at least 20 clutch attempts this season. He's at 52.4% from the field in 102 clutch minutes, and a relatively low attempt total for inclusion here. But Anthony Davis and DeMar DeRozan are the only players who've taken as many close and late shots as Bane and hit them at higher rates. So it's still pretty impressive on a team with John Morant that he's even getting the ball in those situations.
Yeah, for sure. And it makes sense that he's performing that way, because there's only you have to be performing that way to have the confidence to look LeBron in the eyeballs after he attempted a chase down block on you, and you tell him that those footsteps ain't scaring nobody. Especially as a second-year player in the NBA. Like, you have to have something as a notch on your belt to give you the kind of confidence that's needed. It's not just the great biceps or something that Desmond Bane has.
I don't even wear something.
A belt. Yeah.
Beltless.
Now, is this just specific to this season, though? Is that a fair question to ask you? Okay.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are already texting, like, Damian Lillard, and like he's been injured and all that kind of stuff. But
Damian Lillard would be.
Big picture,
but
yes.
Specific to now, because like Desmond Bane, let's be real. I mean, if this were going back to last year, he doesn't have a chance to be on this list. Malik Monk, oddly, is number 3, but he apparently also has been really good in clutch point situations. He's hitting over 50% from the floor, and he's also been really good with foul attempts late in games as well. Now, small forward. Can we get Luka Doncic anywhere?
Well, the problem is I don't know if you can for this year. If it was going to be over, a larger sample size, I would say like that's one of the things I admire about Luka.
What about that one shot against Boston?
Yeah, could that count for like
just one
5?
Big one? Yeah, let's just extrapolate that over a lot.
Other than the Boston play, I'm sure there's been, there's obviously been some more. But
right?
Is he at least on the list somewhere for the position?
Not even on the damn list.
Not even on there.
I'm upset.
Is LeBron?
No, LeBron is not either.
Okay.
So Zach LaVine's number 1 among small forwards. RJ Barrett of the Knicks is 2, and Luke Kennard of the Clippers.
Dear God.
Yeah, but Zach LaVine's been really good when it comes to late games. LaVine hasn't been super accurate from pull-up threes, but he's been great in closing games when it comes to clutch foul shot attempts. And it may seem strange to see LaVine listed at this position as the article notes, which at first I was like, okay, I think it is too. But the Bulls have downsized all year, and cleaning the glass has him logging a matching 48% of his minutes at the 2 and the 3. So they put him here at small forward instead of shooting guard, because he ended up being number 1 among shooting guards. And I don't know if he would have cracked the top 3 when it comes to 2, even though he kind of plays both positions, so it's cheating a little bit.
A little bit of one of those guys that kind of goes both ways a little bit.
He does go both ways.
You'd have been friends with him in high school.
Power forward.
214, by the way, has a good observation saying more like the woolly anti-bully coming to Ruben's aid there.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, the woolly anti-bully makes an appearance.
It needed to be done a little bit.
I'm sorry. I have to be caged at times.
Yeah, at times. I mean, I think that humor is great, but there is beating a dead horse, and I just didn't want to get to that stage because we can always circle back and poke fun of it again later.
Was Ruben the dead horse in this scenario? Okay,
big time,
Very
big
good.
time. But I still love you, Ruben. DeMar DeRozan comes in at 1 among power forwards.
What?
Right? Isn't this bizarre?
Power forwards?
Yeah.
Who wrote this list? Because I'm going to send them a strongly worded email.
You should. This should go to Grant Hughes of Bleacher Report.
Grant Hughes.
And I know you love the name Grant. Because you love Hugh Grant, and this is Grant Hughes.
Wow.
Easy to remember.
Yeah, there's a place in rom-com for a guy like that.
No, but like, what the hell is DeMar DeRozan doing here? So let's read this little blurb.
This guy Grant, whoever the hell, he's a problem, and he's single-handedly ruining the sport of basketball. Damn near ruined tonight's Fat Tuesday episode.
But I guess we're in a
thank God Ruben saved it.
We're in a positionless era of basketball. So is that a cop out?
It is. I don't care what you want to call it. It's just dumb.
It's just bleeping dumb. But I guess if they're going to have Zach LaVine, now either way, this doesn't make that.
Even
doesn't make
LaVine
any
as a
sense.
small forward felt a little bit weird to me. But
yeah, and they justified it, but they're not really justifying the DeMar DeRozan thing here at all.
I'm an anti-Grant Hughes guy from here on out. Like I think we should abort this mission now.
You know, it's
say,
screw
"Thanks for
Grant
nothing,
Hughes.
Grant."
Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, Yusuf Nurkic come in as the top centers, and that's hard to argue. Although I'm surprised Nikola Jokic isn't number 1, but I guess maybe Embiid's just more of a clutch player than he is. Either way, where is Luka? And I hope tonight he ends up hitting a buzzer beater to beat the Lakers. Actually, I kind of hope they beat him by 30.
Yeah, there's a part of me that just wants him to just completely tear him apart.